The recent coup Central African country of Gabon is latest non-democratic change power on continent, following coup Niger July and coups Burkina Faso and Mali 2022. However, Gabon's coup is quite different from a series coups in Sahel region Africa. It emphasizes striking differences coup efforts from region to region, where factors such as history, foreign intervention, economy and politicization army play a role. Although military coups have some common elements, Gabon's coup does not fully fit the model of other recent coups in West Africa. There were no serious security threats, especially Islamist terrorism, which raided Mali and Burkina Faso. This means that the coup has no justification for security. An overthrown President Ali Bongo was part of dynasty dictatorship that ruled country for 40 years, unlike Niger, Burkina Faso and Mali, which have made progress towards democratic civil rule at various points in past 40 years. The coup leaders Gabon's presidential guards, especially General Brice Clotaire Oligui Nguema, took advantage of corruption the Bongo family and objected to election results, declaring that 64-year-old Ali Bongo declared another victory. The Bongo family and its close partners have been making a profit from Gabon's oil wealth for a long time, but did not invest it in government institutions such as health, education or infrastructure. Instead, ruling elite stacked this wealth and left the vast majority of population poor. However, experts told Vox that instead of changing this system, Gabon's coup leaders carried out a continuum coup in which little would change outside the puppet that benefited from state resources. So yes, even though there have been many blows in Africa recently, they are not all related and not all the same. Although these events often occur in Twitter feeds or news alerts and are forgotten days later, it is worth examining the patterns of impact dynamics. As Americans know, this is not a phenomenon specific to Latin America or Sahel. January 6, 2021 showed that it is possible to revolt even in a country with so-called strong democratic institutions. Moreover, understanding how these non-democratic power transitions are taking place is a way to understand countries themselves and our global political moment. What triggers bumps? The coups are a very rare phenomenon, as the political scientists Jonathan Powell and Clayton Thine have revealed with their research. In a recent article called The Voice of America, Powell and Thine's research showed that 486 coup attempts took place from 1950 to January 2022, of which 242 were successful. The regions where the most initiatives seen were Africa with 214 trials, 106 of them successful. Latin America ranked second with almost 146 attempts. 70 of them were successful. Both regions were the product of colonialism, which lasted for centuries and its effects are felt today. Both were relatively poor, suffered from high inequality in general, both